Hello everybody and welcome back. In this video, I'm going to walk you through about 55 hidden or less known features on the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra. And as always, the time code is in the video description. It makes it very easy to skip to any particular part in this video. And before we begin, if you like my content, do make sure to hit the like button and check out all my other videos on the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra. Let's begin. So right now I am getting an incoming call and the camera LED is flashing, letting me know that there is an incoming call on the phone. This feature is called flash notifications, and this is a super useful feature if you want to keep your phone muted and upside down, but you still want to know if there is a notification or an incoming call on the phone. It also works for text messages, so if I send this message over WhatsApp, you guys will see the LED will flash, letting me know that there is a notification on the phone. To use the camera flash as a notification LED, all you have to do is drop down the notification panel, go to settings, then scroll down to accessibility, then tap on advanced settings and then tap on flash notifications and just turn on camera flash. Now the second option here is screen flash. This will flash the screen yellow to let you know whenever there's a new notification or whenever you get an incoming call. Oh, and one more thing, if you guys turn on this feature called edge lighting, and if you flip the phone upside down now, watch what happens. So now when you receive an incoming call, in addition to the camera flashing, we also have the edge lighting enabled, and that causes the edges of the screen to light up whenever you receive an incoming call. So this is flash notifications and this is edge screen lighting. The edge lighting lights up green for phone calls, and for text messages it will light up blue. So yeah, that was flash notification and the edge lighting. So let's go back here. Now inside the same advanced settings, there's a feature called notification reminders, and this feature will send you periodic notifications for apps and services until you manually dismiss the notification. So let's turn this on, and first off we will have to set the reminder. Let's set it to 5 minutes, and from over here you will need to pick the applications for which you want the phone to remind you of the pending notifications. As you can see, I have turned it on for WhatsApp and Snapchat. So to test this feature out, I'm gonna send myself a text message over WhatsApp, and now we will put the phone to sleep and see if it reminds us after 5 minutes. So did you hear that? So this is notification reminders. The phone will give you periodic notification for text messages or phone calls until you manually dismiss the notification from the notification panel. And once again, I'm gonna go back to the advanced accessibility settings, and then I'm gonna tap on time to take action. This feature allows you to tweak the number of seconds the notification appears on the top of the screen. So by default, the notification appears for about 2 to 3 seconds, and you may not have enough time to tap that and reply to the person because you might be doing something important. So from over here you can change the duration that notification appears on the screen. So now that we have selected 30 seconds, I'll send the message again, and this will stay on the screen for 30 seconds or whatever you select from over here. And this kind of gives me a little bit of time. If I'm doing something important, I can finish that and then I can tap over here and then reply to the person. If you use Snapchat, you know that whenever you take a screenshot of the conversation or of the snaps, the other person gets a notification that you have screenshotted. But if you use the built-in screen recorder and then record snaps, then the other person won't get a notification that you have recorded the snaps, and then later on you can extract still snapshots from the screen recording. So let me give you a demonstration. I will send over the snap on this phone. So I'm just using my friend's account. So if I view the snap and screenshot using the normal method, the other person gets a notification. See right here? So over here it says Charlie took a screenshot. So the other person knows that I have taken a screenshot, and the same thing applies to chat. If I take a screenshot of the chat, it says here you took a screenshot of chat, and it also says over here Charlie took a screenshot of chat. So once again, I'm just gonna click a picture and send it over. And now we will record the snap using the built-in screen recorder. We'll skip the countdown and view this. So now the screen recorder is recording the snap, and now we can stop and we can go back. So there is no notification over here which says that you took a screenshot, and the other person also does not know that you have actually recorded the screen. So now to extract the still snap, all you have to do is go inside the gallery, play back the video, and wait until the snap appears, then press on this button, and that will extract the still snapshot as a regular image. So this is the snapshot, and now we can go ahead and delete the video. And you can use the exact same procedure for video snaps. Just launch the screen recorder and start recording.
Hey, what's up?
Then stop the screen recorder. See, no screenshot or screen recording notifications here or on the other phone. Now all you have to do is go inside the gallery and play the snap back.
Hey, what's up?
Whenever you've got your Bluetooth headsets connected to the phone, obviously all the audio is going to play back on the Bluetooth headset. So what do you do if you want to quickly show a WhatsApp video, or if you want to quickly play an audio but on the speakers of the phone? I've seen a lot of people go through the hassle of disconnecting the Bluetooth headset and then playing the audio and connecting the Bluetooth headset back again. But there is an easier way. Drop down the notification panel and then tap on audio output, and this toggle will let you switch the audio to your phone or onto your Bluetooth headset or the Bluetooth speaker. And if you don't see this smart things notification over here, just tap on media, and from over here you can switch the audio output to your Bluetooth headset or to your phone. The Note 20 Ultra is a dual SIM phone. That means you can have two numbers on a single phone. But here's the thing, by default Google doesn't allow you to install two copies of Messenger applications. For example, you cannot use two numbers with single WhatsApp application. But there's a feature on this phone called Dual Messenger, which allows you to install a second copy of Messenger applications. Let me show you how. So drop down the notification panel, go to settings, scroll down to advanced features, then scroll down again, and then tap on Dual Messenger, and over here you will see a list of supported application. If you want two separate copies of WhatsApp, just enable this feature and then tap on install, then confirm. You can also use a separate contact list, but I'm gonna leave that turned off. Tap on yes, and it says turning on Dual Messenger. So that's it, a second copy of WhatsApp has been installed. Now if we go back home and into the app drawer, you can see this is a separate copy of WhatsApp. That icon is a little bit different. So if I launch this, you guys can see this is a fresh copy of WhatsApp, but here's the one that is already installed and set up. So you can set up the second copy with a new number. We all have naughty friends who sometimes might want to borrow the phone to maybe make a phone call, maybe they want to browse the internet or click a selfie, but they don't actually do that, or after they finish what they want to do, they open up your gallery and check out all your personal photos and videos. They also might open up Snapchat, they also might open up WhatsApp and read all your personal chats. So to prevent just that, there's a feature on this phone called Pin to Windows, and that will prevent them from exiting the camera, web browser, or pretty much any app on the phone. So as an example, I will launch web browser, open up recents, tap on the icon, and then I will select pin this application. So now your naughty friend will not be able to exit the web browser, so they will not be able to open up your gallery or any messaging app on the phone. And to unpin the application, if you are using gestures, you will have to swipe up and hold, and that makes the phone go normal. You can unlock using your fingerprint or enter the pin code. So if your friend does not know the pin code, they won't be able to unpin the application, and that is how they will not be able to open up gallery, camera, or any other app on the phone. Let me show you how to enable pin windows. Drop down the notification panel, go to settings, scroll down to biometrics and security, scroll down to other security settings, then again scroll down and make sure pin windows is turned on. Now I am already assuming that you have a pin unlock set up. If you don't, this feature will not work. So first you will need to set up a pin or a passcode unlock, and then after that enable this feature. You might have noticed that whenever you get a text message notification, and if you tap on the notification, the messaging application opens up and it goes full screen. And if you are doing something important, that might be a little bit disruptive. But there is a feature that allows you to open up the messaging application in a window on the screen, and you can text your friend as well as do your work simultaneously. and that feature is called Smart Pop-up View. Let me show you how to enable that. So drop down the notification panel and go to Settings, then scroll down to Advanced Features and then tap on Smart Pop-up View and turn this feature on for messaging applications. So now if I'm doing something important, like if I'm writing an article or browsing the web, if I happen to receive a text message over WhatsApp, you see this new icon that appeared. If I tap on this icon, the app opens up in a little window, which I can place wherever I want on the screen. So this will quickly allow me to reply to my friend and send the text message and minimize the app by pressing this button, and I can go back doing whatever I was doing. And if you want to dismiss it, long press and remove it and it is gone. So picture this, you are texting your friend and you get a phone call. Now watch what happens as soon as I answer the phone call. The messaging application minimizes and the call goes full screen. Now the thing is, if you are using a Bluetooth headset or wired headphones, you don't really need to put the phone on your face. You can continue texting your friend and answer the phone call. Now there is a setting that you can change that will allow you to answer the call and make this calling screen open up in a little pop-up at the top. Let me show you how. So first off, open up the phone's dialer, then tap on these three dots, then go to Settings. And over here, tap on Call Display while using apps. Make sure that pop-up option is selected. Then make sure to turn on Keep Calls in Pop-up. So after you change this setting, whenever you answer the call, the calling screen will stay here in a little pop-up at the top of the screen, and this will allow you to text your friend or do whatever you want on the phone. And if you want the full screen view, you can just tap on this icon and the calling screen goes back to full screen view. So I'm getting a phone call and I want to mute my phone. All I have to do is put my palm on the screen like this and the phone gets muted. Alternatively, what I can do is flip the phone over to mute the ringtone. This feature is called Easy Mute. Let me show you how to turn this on. So drop down the notification panel, go to Settings, scroll down to Advanced Features, then tap on Motion and Gestures and make sure Easy Mute is turned on. And inside Motion and Gestures, you can also turn on Lift to Wake. This feature will turn the screen on whenever you pick up your phone. Kinda useful because it allows you to glance over your notifications. By the way guys, a quick side note, I find that sometimes the display turns on automatically, especially when I'm holding the phone like this in my hand. So what happens is, if double tap to wake is turned on, sometimes your fingers might accidentally double tap and the screen turns on. So in this case, you might want to disable double tap to wake. So this setting is inside Motion and Gestures. Just uncheck double tap to wake and also uncheck lift to wake. So after changing these two settings, the screen will not turn on accidentally. In case something is not working properly on the phone, for example, if the touchscreen is not working properly, you might want to open up the phone's service menu and test out the screen yourself before sending the phone in for service. And the way you open up the service menu is by opening up the phone's dialer, then key in the following code: *#0* and hash, and this opens up the phone's service menu where you can test out various stuff. You can test out the screen by displaying different colors, so in case if there are any dead pixels, you can spot them. You can test the receiver, vibration motor, camera, sensors, touchscreen. So this will let you test the phone's hardware for any defects before you actually send the phone for service. And now to exit, just go back. The Note 20 Ultra also comes with a built-in call blocker, so you don't have to download any third-party applications to block calls. So to open up the call blocker settings, you will need to open up the phone's dialer, tap on these three dots, then select Settings, then go to Block Numbers. From over here, you can add a number manually. You can pick one from your recents, or you can pick one from your contacts. You can also block unknown and hidden numbers, but I usually keep it off because sometimes you might get an important call from an unknown number. So let's go back. The second option here inside the call settings is the caller ID and spam protection. This is a very useful feature because it detects spam calls and fraud calls and it will automatically block them. So I've got an example over here on my S9 Plus. See, the phone has automatically blocked this number and it says potential fraud. By the way guys, if we go back to block numbers, this is the exact same thing. That's why I went back and I showed you from over here. Now the third feature inside the call settings is the call recorder. The thing is, you may or you may not have this feature. It does depend on the region where your phone is sold. In some countries, recording calls is illegal, so if you live in one of those countries, you will not have the call recording option. But mine does have. So inside the recording call option, you can turn on automatic recording. So over here you have three options: all numbers, unsaved numbers, or selected numbers. You can tap over here and choose a number from your recents, contacts, or you can manually add a number. I will select all numbers and then we will go back. You can also enable or disable the recording notification. If you disable it, you won't even see the call recorder running. Alright, so I am ringing up my Galaxy Note 20 Ultra and I'm gonna answer the call, and you guys will see the call recording will start automatically. And the best part is the call recorder does not even beep. So the other person doesn't even know you're recording a call. So the call recording has been going on for about 5 minutes, and no, I did not hear any beep on either of these phones. So a quick disclaimer from my side: please do not use the built-in call recorder for malicious purposes. And the call recording has been saved on the SD card. I'm not done showing you guys all the call settings, so we are going back into the phone's dialer, then settings, then I'm gonna tap on answering and ending calls. Over here we have a bunch of features, and the first one says read caller names out aloud, and as the name suggests, the phone will read out the person's name, whoever is calling you. The first option is with Bluetooth or headset only, but you can select the second option if you always want the phone to read out the caller's name. Let me show you.
Charlie.
So did you guys hear that? The phone actually said my name. So that's how the read caller names out aloud works. The second feature will automatically answer calls when the phone is connected to a Bluetooth headset or a Bluetooth speaker. And you can change the time from over here. So I've got my Bluetooth headsets connected, set the timer to 5 seconds. Let me call myself up and see what happens.
Charlie.
So as you can see, the call has been answered after 5 seconds automatically. I did not have to touch anything. And by the way, this feature works only over Bluetooth, so do keep that in mind. Alright, the next two features are press volume up to answer. You can press the volume up to answer, and press side key to end calls. The power button is called the side key. So again, I'm gonna give myself a call.
Charlie.
To mute the phone, you can press the volume down key and that mutes the ringtone. To answer, press the volume up button and that answers the call. To end the call, just press the power button. So you don't even have to touch the screen, you can just use the physical button to answer and end calls. I'll keep these two on, but I'll keep this one off because these two are very useful features, especially if your hands are wet. And if you happen to use a hearing aid, go back to the call settings, scroll down, then tap on other call settings and enable this feature which says hearing aid compatibility. This feature will enhance the sound quality of your phone for hearing aids. We all have private stuff that we want to keep safe from prying eyes. It might be your banking application, private photos, secret contacts. For all that, we have a feature called Secure Folder. So drop down the notification panel and swipe, you will see Secure Folder option over here. So in very simple terms, Secure Folder is like a phone inside of a phone, but it is password protected. Secure Folder has its own set of applications, contacts, notes, gallery, and all of that is password protected. And you can also move stuff in and out of Secure Folder. So first off, you will need to set the Secure Folder up. I'm not going to show you the entire process, so let me just set this up and I'll be right back. And that is it. This is our Secure Folder. Like I just said, Secure Folder has its own separate gallery, calendar, contacts, camera, files, and Samsung Notes. And if you want to add more applications, you can always do that by pressing that button. You can add applications that are already on your phone, or you can download them from Play Store or Galaxy Store. By the way, if you tap on download from Play Store, you will have to sign in with a Google account. You can sign in with a Google account that is already signed in on your phone, or you can use a completely separate Google account for this Secure Folder. So this is why I told you guys, it's like a phone inside of a phone. It is completely separate from the main system, and also it is password protected. So for example, let's add Instagram and let's add Snapchat and WhatsApp over here. So this will copy the apps from the main phone onto the secure folder. And whenever I launch these applications, you will see it asks me to sign in once again, even though we are already signed in on the main phone. So that app inside the secure folder is completely separate. Also, you will see the secure folder icon over here in the app drawer. Tap that and this will take you to secure folder. To lock the secure folder, tap on these three dots and select lock and exit. Now when you open up secure folder, the phone will ask you for a pin. So we will enter the pin that we just created. Now press enter and we are back inside the secure folder. And also, whenever you click a photo in the secure folder's camera, this photo will not show up in the main phone, so it will only show up in the secure folder gallery. Here it is. Again, a very useful feature if you want to take some secret photos. So you guys may be asking, how do I move stuff from my main phone onto the secure folder? Well, it is very easy. So I'll show you how to move stuff from the gallery. So we want to move these photos to the secure folder. So I'll just select the photos or videos, then press on these three dots and then select move to secure folder, and they will disappear from the main gallery and they will be inside the secure folders gallery. So here it is. And the same concept applies to contacts. You just select the contacts, then move those contacts to the secure folder, and the same thing also applies to notes. Long press, select, and then move to secure folder. That's how easy it is to move stuff from the phone onto the secure folder. And now that note that we just moved is over here. And you can also move it back. Long press, tap here, and then move out of secure folder. So moving files back and forth secure folder is really easy. You can also change the secure folder icon in the app drawer, kind of make it look a little bit less obvious. So head on into the secure folder, tap on these three dots, then select customize. From over here, just pick an icon. I'll just pick this icon. So let's name this as weather app, and I'll tap on apply. Now, if I lock and exit, you guys can see the secure folder icon has changed to the weather app. If you want to further hide the secure folder icon, pinch in on the home screen, go to home screen settings, then tap on hide apps, and now you can hide the secure folder app from over here. So now the secure folder icon does not even show up in the app drawer. You might have noticed that the app icons show a little number whenever the app has a notification. So I have sent myself a message on WhatsApp and the app is showing a little number. Now, if I long press the app icon, I really don't get to see the notification over here. But there is a hidden feature that you can enable that will let you glance over the notification just by long pressing the app icon. Let me show you how. So drop down the notification panel, go to settings, then tap on notifications, then tap on app icon badges, then turn this feature on which says notification on app icons. So now when you long press an app icon which has a notification, the phone will actually show you what that notification is. So this is a text message that I have sent over from my other phone, and the phone shows me the text message and the sender's name when I long press the app icon. And if I want to open up that message, I can just tap and that opens up the message. And the detailed notifications applies to almost every app on the phone, but it's kind of useful for text messages. And if I long press the Snapchat icon, it shows me the name of the person who has sent the message. And I can just tap and that opens up the message. If you want to use multiple S Pens or an older model Galaxy Note S Pen, you can also do that. So this is the S Pen from my old Galaxy Note 9, and as you can see, it works just fine on my Galaxy Note 20 Ultra. The Note 20 Ultra's S Pen is right over here. So in case you have an older Galaxy smartphone, you can use the older phone's S Pen on the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra. Let me show you how to do that. So drop down the notification panel, go to settings, scroll down to advanced features, tap on S Pen, then enable this feature which says allow multiple S Pens. So this will allow you to use more than one S Pen, and most importantly, this will allow you to use older S Pens with your Galaxy Note 20 Ultra. Obviously, the more advanced functionality like air actions will not work, but the basic writing and stuff will work. And even the screen off memo works. So I'll press the button and touch the S Pen on the screen, and screen off memo comes up. And obviously, being a different S Pen, you cannot insert it into the phone. You can also access shared folders on a Windows PC using the built-in file manager on the phone, and it also allows you to upload files from your phone wirelessly to a Windows PC or download files from a shared folder on a Windows PC onto the phone. So we will have to open up the built-in file manager, so it's inside the Samsung folder. So this is the built-in file manager, and if you swipe down, you'll see an option called network storage. Tap over here and then tap on add network storage. I'll add network drive SMB. So these two computers are connected to my local network. So I'll just tap on Corsair because this computer is sitting right in front of me. Let me enter my username and password. So after entering my Windows credentials, the phone now shows the folders that are shared on my Windows PC that is sitting right in front of me. And I can just tap on any one of them to browse stuff that is there on my Windows PC. So for example, I want to open up a presentation. I can easily do that completely wirelessly. And let's go back. Let's open up a video file. So this is a video file on my computer. The phone is downloading. And it's quite fast because it's running over Wi-Fi. You can also upload files from your phone onto your Windows PC. So to demonstrate, I will pick out a video file from my SD card. I'll press on copy, then I'll go back again. We will go back into the network storage, back into the computer and stuff. And I will now copy this file here. So the phone is wirelessly uploading that video file onto my main computer, which is sitting over here, and it's being copied inside this hard drive. So you see that share icon over there. If I double click, this is the video file that is being copied. We'll wait for the phone to finish the transfer, and that is done. And now I can go ahead and play this video file on my main PC. So that's how you can copy stuff from your phone onto your Windows PC completely wirelessly using the built-in file manager. Sharing a folder with your local area network is really easy on a Windows PC. So we are going to share this folder so that it is accessible on our phone. Also keep in mind, before you share any folders on your Windows computer, make sure that you have a login password set. If you don't have a password set, you won't be able to access the shared folder. So all you have to do is right click, go to properties, then tap on sharing, then tap on advanced sharing, then just tap share this folder. You can rename the folder if you want, and that is pretty much all there is to it. Just tap on OK, then close, and this folder should appear over here. And let's go back once and then re-access. So there it is. So that is the folder that we just shared. So these are all the videos that are inside this folder, and the phone is able to access all of them. And if I want to play any one of them, I'll just tap, the phone will download the video and then it will play. By the way, if you want to upload files from your phone to this folder, you will need to change its permissions. I'm not gonna go into too much detail because this video is already 40 minutes long. When it comes to privacy, Android has a built-in permissions manager. So drop down the notification panel, go to settings, then scroll down to privacy, then tap on permissions manager. So this will show you the list of applications on your phone that have access to the phone's camera, contacts, location, microphone, and so on and so forth. And by tapping one of these, you can allow or deny permissions for applications. Just tap on the app and you can either deny or allow the app to access the phone's camera. But I do suggest that you leave the settings as it is, because if you do deny camera access to some of these applications, they will stop working. For example, if you deny camera access to Snapchat, you won't be able to take snaps. But still, this is a very useful feature because you may have a third-party app installed on your phone and you may want to deny the camera access for that application. Alright, so now let's go back and let's go to location, because over here you have a third option, allow only while in use. So these apps will have access to the phone's location only when they are actively running. When they are not actively running, so for example, if you quit these applications, they will not be able to access the phone's location service, hence they will not be able to track you. So that kind of lets you save a little bit of battery power. So this is the centralized permissions manager. Extremely powerful tool if you want to control your privacy. Whenever you navigate through the phone's menu or whenever you launch applications, you might have seen these animations that play back. The thing is, you can speed these animations up to make the phone feel even faster. How do you do that? Well, drop down the notification panel, go to settings, then scroll all the way down to developer options. Now by default, developer options will not be available, so let me show you how to enable them. So at the bottom of the settings menu, you will see about phone. Tap over here, then tap on software information, then repeatedly tap on build number, enter your PIN, and that's it. Developer mode has now been enabled. Now at the bottom of the settings menu, you will see a new option called developer options. Open up developer options and scroll down until you see window animation scale, transition animation scale, and animator duration scale, and set these to 0.5. So now you will see that all of the animations have sped up considerably. So yeah, that's the thing. The phone kind of feels a little bit faster when you change that setting inside the developer options. You can also slow these animations down by selecting the 1.5x option. So now whenever I launch an application, you see how slowly that animation plays back. I think this is also nice in its own way. So I just showed you how to speed up these animations, but do you know you can also change the style of the animations? So by default, whenever you tap on an app icon, the animation starts from the app icon and then it goes full screen. We can change this effect to crossfade. The way you do that is by dropping down the notification panel, go to settings, then scroll down to advanced features, then tap on reduce animations. This does not reduce the animations, but it changes their effect. So now if I launch the gallery app, you'll see it just crossfades onto the screen. If I quit, it just crossfades back to the home screen. However, it does not change the style of the animations whenever you are browsing through the phone's menu. The only thing that it does change is the style of the animations whenever you launch or close an application. So you guys may know what dark mode is. It kind of applies a dark theme to your phone, and it also works with third-party applications like Instagram. If I happen to turn off dark mode, you'll see that the Instagram user interface also becomes white. Once you turn it on, it becomes dark. But I've noticed that dark mode does not work with all applications on the phone. For example, on Amazon Shopping app, you can see dark mode does not work. I guess because Amazon Shopping app does not support dark mode. But there is a hidden feature on the phone that will allow you to use dark mode with third-party unsupported apps. For example, Amazon Shopping app. Let me show you how. Drop down the notification panel, go to settings, and once again we will need to go into developer options. Inside developer options, scroll down until you see force dark mode and turn this feature on. Now if I launch Amazon Shopping app, you'll see that it kind of works with dark mode. So now most of the menus inside the Amazon Shopping app are dark, and I do prefer darker colors because they kind of reduce strain on the eyes. And if I turn dark mode off, you'll see that the Amazon Shopping app also becomes white. If I turn on dark mode, you'll see the color of the Amazon Shopping app also changes. Now do keep in mind that this is still an experimental feature. Some of the UI elements may not display properly, but I think for now I'm gonna keep this feature turned on. If you want the phone to stop hearing or seeing you, you can turn on a secret feature called sensors off. Once you turn on this feature, the camera, microphone, accelerometer, gyroscope, magnetometer, proximity sensor, and the ambient light sensor gets disabled. So now if I launch Snapchat, you'll see this message. That's because the camera has been disabled. By the way, the microphone is also disabled, so if I try and record an audio inside WhatsApp and send it over to the other phone, you will not be able to hear anything. Once I disable the sensors off setting, now the audio will be sent over to the other phone because the microphone is now enabled. Audio will be sent over to the other phone. So that's how you can prevent the phone from seeing you or hearing you. So let me show you how you can get this secret toggle in the drop-down notification panel. So we will go back into the settings. Again, we will go back into developer options and scroll down to this setting which says quick settings, developer tiles, and inside over here, once you turn on sensors off, you will see this toggle in the drop down notification panel. If you want to keep a track on how much you've been using your phone and which apps you've been launching throughout the day, there is a wonderful feature called digital well-being. So drop down the notification panel, go to settings, then scroll down to the part where it says digital well-being and parental controls. So this feature will help you figure out which apps you've been using throughout the day, how many times you've unlocked the phone, how many notifications you received, this is your screen on time, and this is the screen on time compared to yesterday. And these are the list of apps that I have been using. So if I tap over here, this takes me to a more detailed view. I can also check my previous day usage. So it shows the screen on time here, and the most used apps are over here. And if you tap on an application, it will take you to an even more detailed view. So this shows you at what time you have been using Instagram, and how many notifications you received, and what time the notifications have been received, and how many times you've opened up Instagram. So I think digital well-being is a fantastic tool. It will let you know how much time you're spending on the phone and in which particular app, so that it becomes easier for you to moderate your daily usage. Now inside the same digital well-being menu, if I scroll down, you will see something called app timers. So this will let you set a daily time limit for applications that are installed on your phone. Again, it is very helpful in case you are spending too much time in a particular app, especially social media, or if you are addicted to a particular game. So to demonstrate, I will set a 15-minute time limit for Instagram. We have already used 11 minutes worth of Instagram for today. So after about 4 minutes, it should close automatically. So we are about to finish our daily limit for Instagram, and if we go to recents, the phone kind of reminds us only 1 minute is left for today. Alright, so we have run out of time for today. The phone is saying you've used all your time for Instagram for today. You can use this app again tomorrow, and you can add more time or close the app by pressing that button. So now you can see the Instagram icon is in grayscale, and if I try to launch Instagram app, it says Instagram timer has ran out. So this is how the app timers work. It will let you moderate your daily app usage by setting a time limit over here. So once again, if I scroll down in the same digital well-being menu, you will see something called ways to disconnect, and under ways to disconnect, there's a feature called focus mode. So focus mode will disable all the apps on your phone except for the apps that you select. Let's tap on add, and let me create a new study focus mode, and I'll press on save. So these are the applications that will be available in the particular focus mode that I am creating. And if you want to add more applications, just press the edit button and add apps from this list. So I have now selected the apps. I'll press on done. Now these applications will be available when the study focus mode is turned on. And I'll just press on start, and the study focus mode has turned on. So you guys can see once we have turned on the study focus mode, a lot of applications on the phone are now disabled. So I will not be able to launch these disabled apps, and only the applications that were on the study focus mode list will be accessible, like the calculator. Also, the disabled apps will not be able to send you any notifications. So if someone sends you a message over WhatsApp, or if you get a notification on YouTube, the phone will not show you those notifications because the focus mode is turned on. So if you are like me and if you lack self-control, especially while studying, this feature may come in very handy, because when I'm studying, I kind of tend to launch Instagram or watch a YouTube video or text my friends over WhatsApp. With the study focus mode turned on, all of these apps are disabled. Now to get out of the focus mode, drop down the notification panel, tap over here, then tap on end focus mode. One last feature I want to show you inside digital well-being is wind down. So wind down is like automatic do not disturb. You can set a schedule from over here. So like I said, this feature is like automatic do not disturb. When this feature turns on, the phone will mute calls, alerts, and other sounds. And in addition to all that, the screen color will also change to grayscale. Kinda a useful feature if you do not want to get disturbed at night while sleeping. If you want the phone to automatically save some battery power when it's not being used, you can turn on a feature called adaptive power savings. Let me show you how. Drop down the notification panel and go to settings, then scroll down, then go to device care, then tap on battery, then tap on power mode and turn this feature on which says adaptive power saving. This feature will learn your usage patterns and it will automatically turn on battery saver when you are not using your phone. And this will also turn off 5G if you pick up the 5G variant of the Note 20 Ultra. And I have this feature turned on my Galaxy S10 Plus. You can see the power mode has automatically changed to medium power savings because I wasn't using the phone. To further prolong the battery backup, you can also put unused apps to sleep. So just go back and then tap on power management. By the way, this is inside the same battery menu. So we will go to power management and then tap on deep sleeping apps. So deep sleeping apps will never ever run in the background. They will only work when you open them. Also do keep in mind when these apps are not actively running, they will not send you any notifications because they are not running in the background. And you can add apps by tapping this button. To enhance the battery backup even further, you can also turn on adaptive battery. This will limit the battery usage for apps that you don't use often. I think this is kind of similar to put unused apps to sleep. I'll leave these features turned on. So let's go back and let me show you how to enable and disable super fast and fast charging. So tap on charging inside the same battery settings, and over here you can enable or disable fast charging, super fast charging, and fast wireless charging. You may be asking, oh hey, why are you telling us to disable super fast charging? Well, if you live in a tropical country and if the ambient temperature is high, when you charge your phone using the 25-watt super fast charger, the phone does get fairly hot. So you might want to turn off super fast charging in case the phone is getting really hot. And once you turn this feature off, the phone will charge at a slower rate, thus staying cool. As we grow older, our ears will gradually lose ability to hear certain frequencies of sound. To counter this, the phone includes a feature called Adapt Sound, which will boost certain frequencies depending on your age. Let me show you. So drop down the notification panel, go to settings, then tap on sounds and vibrations, then scroll down to sound quality and effects, then tap on Adapt Sound. So this feature lets you boost certain frequencies of sounds depending on your age. So if you are 60 years and old, it will boost all the frequencies. 30 to 60 boost high and mid-range frequencies, and under 30 years old boost high range frequencies. And if you tap on the gear icon, the phone actually shows you how much it is boosting the frequencies. So you guys may know how difficult it is to transfer large files across two phones, especially if it's a large video file. And if you are doing it over Bluetooth, yeah, that's quite tedious. But here's the thing. If the other phone is a Samsung and if it's running Android 10 and One UI 2.1, you can use a feature called Quick Share. So if you drop down the notification panel and swipe, you'll see the Quick Share icon. I've set the Quick Share setting to everyone so that both of the phones can see each other. So now all you have to do is select files. You can send pretty much any file you want, but I have selected this video file, which is about 2 gigabytes in size. So select a video file, press the share button, and then select Quick Share, and this phone should automatically show up over here. And by the way, also on the recipient phone, drop down the notification panel and make sure the Quick Share setting is set to everyone. So all I have to do is press this, and now I will accept this on my Galaxy Note 9. So now the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra is sending over that 2 gigabyte video file onto the Galaxy Note 9, and you can probably tell how fast this is. The reason why it's fast because it is using Wi-Fi, not Bluetooth. So this makes sending and receiving large files, especially video files, really easy. And transferring this 2 gigabyte video file barely took around 15 to 20 seconds. And that's it. So this is the video file that we just transferred. It is inside the downloads folder, and you can see it's a 2 gigabyte video file and it barely took about 15 seconds to share. To share files with a non-Samsung smartphone, you can use a feature called Android Beam. Android Beam utilizes Bluetooth, but you don't have to go through the tedious pairing process on both of these phones. That's because Android Beam uses NFC. So all you have to do is select files on your phone which you want to share. So I'll select these 3 images, but you can pick any file from the file manager. I'll press on the share button, and over here locate Android Beam. So after pressing the Android Beam button, you'll see this, and now you have to touch the NFC detection area of the other phone on the back of your Samsung Galaxy. And that is pretty much all there is to it. So it is now receiving the files. It says here incoming beam, and this phone is sending over those images and this one is receiving it. Now it's a little bit slower than Quick Share because it utilizes Bluetooth instead of Wi-Fi. This is still a better feature than going through the tedious pairing process on both of these phones. And unlike messaging services, this will transfer over full-size images. So that's it. These photos have been transferred to this phone. The next set of hidden and less known features I'm going to show you are in the accessibility menu, and for this I will have to turn off dark mode so that it's easier for me to demonstrate them. So we will go to settings, then scroll down to accessibility, and I will start from visibility enhancements. First off, you can download a high contrast theme by selecting this. Now high contrast theme is very similar to dark mode, but it also changes the wallpaper to black, and in addition to that it will also change the color to bright yellow. So let me apply and show you guys. Alright, so first off, the high contrast theme changes the wallpaper to black, and if I drop down the notification panel, you'll also see the color tone has changed from blue to bright yellow. So sort of makes it easier to see the display in bright sunlight. The second high contrast theme gives us light blue accent colors. And I'm gonna do a little comparison. So this one has the default theme applied with dark mode turned on. You can see deep blue accent colors, and this one has high contrast theme applied but dark mode is off. So you can see the color is slightly different. It's light blue over here. And in the settings, you'll see that the highlights are also slightly different. So this is what high contrast theme does. And if you wanna go back to the original theme, go back to visibility enhancements and select none. So inside the same visibility enhancements, you can also turn on high contrast fonts. This will enhance the color and outline of the fonts to make them stand out, and you can see the difference here. You can also turn on color inversion that will invert all the colors on the display. So notice my wallpaper. Let's turn on color inversion, and now check this out. Man, that is a really cool effect, and it works system wide. So if I launch Instagram, you can see all of the colors are inverted. So that's a really cool effect. Check this out. So if you want to get that psychedelic effect, you can turn this feature on and invert all the colors. If color inversion does not satisfy you, you can also display all the colors in grayscale. So go to color adjustment, turn this on, and then select grayscale. So now everything is being displayed in grayscale. Again, it kind of gives you a nice subtle effect. So coming back to the color adjustment settings, the next four options, ProTan, Deutan, Tritan, and Personalized Color, are for people who have selective color blindness. So let's turn this off, and let me show you another feature called Color Lens. So Color Lens overlays the screen with a color filter. This may help make text easier to read. So just switch it on and select a color from over here. You can also change the opacity. So as you can see, it adds a color filter over the entire screen, and once again this is system wide. So let me switch off color lens and let me show you a super useful feature. So inside visibility enhancements, you'll see magnification at the bottom of the screen. Tap over here, then tap on triple tap screen to magnify and turn this feature on. Press on OK. So now whenever you tap the screen 3 times, no matter where you are, so for example, we are in Instagram and usually you would not be able to zoom in. But when this feature is enabled and if you triple tap the screen, you will be able to zoom in, and you can use 2 fingers to scroll, or if you want to zoom in even further, you can use 2 fingers and pinch out. Pinch in to zoom out. So this is triple tap screen to magnify. And if you want the phone to go back to normal, just triple tap the screen again and it goes back to normal. And finally, at the bottom, we have the screen zoom functionality. This makes items bigger or smaller on the screen. So if I increase the screen zoom level, you can see everything has become a little bit bigger. So in case you find that everything is a little bit too small on the screen, just use this screen zoom in function to make everything look a little bit bigger. Guys, we are almost at the end of this video, and the final feature I'd like to show you is inside hearing enhancements, inside accessibility settings. So tap on hearing enhancements and then go to amplify ambient sounds. So you might have noticed that whenever you put your headsets on, especially these in-ear headsets, the outside noise gets filtered out, so you won't be able to hear any outside ambient noise. And same goes for these bigger Bluetooth headsets. If I wear these, I won't be able to hear any ambient noise, and that can be a good or a bad thing. Bad thing because if you are walking down the road wearing one of these, you won't be able to hear the cars honk or if someone is asking you to give some space. For that, you can turn on this feature called amplify ambient sound. So when you turn this feature on, the phone will capture all the outside ambient noise and it will play back through your headphones. This is a very useful feature, especially if you are walking down the road and you want to be aware of what's happening around you and not cut yourself off from the outside noise. Another big advantage of this feature is that you don't need to take your headset off to talk to someone. Because the phone is already capturing the outside sound, you can talk to the other person without taking your headset off, because you will be able to hear them on your headset, be it Bluetooth or be it one of these wired headsets. So this is a very useful feature. By the way, after you turn this on, you'll need to drop down the notification panel and press the play button, and now the phone is hearing all the ambient sounds and it is playing back on the Bluetooth headset. If you plug in a wired headset, it will play back on the wired headset. The Note 20 Ultra also has a built-in dictionary, so in case you want to check a meaning of a particular word, just long press, then tap on these three dots and then select dictionary. The phone will show you the meaning of the word over here. Before you start using this, you might need to update the dictionary, so first do that and then you will be able to use it. You can also use the dictionary when you are typing something. So for example, I can just double tap, select the word, tap on these three dots, then select dictionary to check the meaning of the word. Alright, so that pretty much wraps it up for this video. If you have enjoyed watching the video, please subscribe to the channel and do press the like button to help me beat the YouTube algorithm. Also, I've made a couple of other videos on the Note 20 Ultra. Please do check them out. I'll put the playlist link in the video description. Alright, so thank you for watching. Do stay tuned for more videos like these, and I will see you guys next time.